All right, draft spotlight today. USC's wide receiver Drake London. Drake London in the house. Receiver out of USC. I was looking forward to doing this draft spotlight. Heard a lot about him. I ain't watched too much UFC games. It ain't like back in the day when UFC was like elite ballers and all of that. They kind of fell off after the whole Pete Carroll, Reggie Bush little thing. So I did some footage, did some scouting, did some digging of the footage, and like I said before, it reminds me. Well, he reminds me, even though he a little bit bigger than him, kind of remind me of Musa Muhammad a little bit. Um, his comp on NFL.com, network.com is Ed McCaffrey, 6'5". McCaffrey can run a bit. He didn't get the opportunity to run. Drake London fractured his ankle in 8 games with UFC. They played a possible 12, and we'll go through them and his targets and all of that. He had 120 targets, um, 8 drops, but when you target as much as him, I mean, the drop's going to come with 120 targets in 8 games. That's huge. He accounted for 1/3 of the he accounted of 1/3 of the UFC offense. That's more than any other receiver in the country. Um, the guy from Penn State, Dotson, he 27%. He counted 33.3% of the Trojans offense when he was healthy on an amazing trajectory this season. Unfortunately, that happened. We talk more about him. 6'4", measuring at the combine, 219, 33-inch arms, 9 and 3/8 hands. This comp is Ed McCaffrey for them. Also reminds me of Michael Thomas today, but I think he a little bit more shifty and better downfield. But Mike Thomas ain't been able to prove himself downfield, so he was out this year, and Drew Brees really ain't been able to push it. So, it's a big, long possession receiver with the ability to play outsider from the slot. London lacks desired top end speed and separation quickness to open clear throwing windows, but plays mature, savvy brand of football. The game slows down for him when the ball comes out. London was a top flight basketball player, so angles to the ball, body position, and a high point come very naturally to him, turning 50-50 ball into 70-30 advantage. While he has the size and skills to dominate the catch phase, his one speed route running and lack of separation burst means a career full of contested catches. London pro career will benefit from playing with a diverse receiving core, allow play callers to play London's strength. So elite size and lacks offer elite size and length offer mismatch potential. Workman like with pro demeanor, extensive experiences outside the slot target, thrashes through inside leverage for in breaking routes and underneath. Feel for moving the coverage from downfield routes, manufactures space with tight angles out of route cuts, takes control of the catch space on all 3 levels, uses angles to create ample space for bucket throws near the boundary, finds the ball quickly and alters position for optimum tracking, works back to the ball using blocking angles on defenders, meets contested throws with arm extensions and strong hands, aerial specialist with impressive leap and timing and catch radius. His weaknesses, those were his strengths, weaknesses: lack desired foot speed out of release, will live with route squatter crowding him underneath. So basically, they just gonna play him underneath and not give him no space, and he gonna have to prove he run by him. Troubling and eluding route redirections in space, slow developing downfield routes require plus pass protection. Will struggle to find desired separation from breaks and turn versus man. Run and moves like an athletic tight end. Below average toughness is run blocker, not a getaway guy and run after the catch. Sources tell us, quote, I think he's going to be one. I think he's going to test better than people think. I doubt he runs, but I don't care how fast he is. I wouldn't be against him because of his ball skills are a really special area scout for AFC team. So I mean, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I agree with the diverse receiving core. Probably want to put him with somebody's fast over the top, and somebody, I mean, as long as you got somebody who can stretch the field, I think he'll be okay with him. But like I said before, um, he had a lot of contested catches because he don't really separate because he don't have the speed. But look how big he is. He can box people out, and that's why they compare him to an athletic tight end. But like I said, he route running good enough to play the slot. He route running and athletic ability good enough to play on a outside. First 2 years in school, he played slot. Last year, he dominated on the outside, so he got enough. He physical enough to separate on the outside. He's fast enough to, big enough to box people out, fast enough, quick enough to get enough separation or, beat press on the line of scrimmage. So, I mean, kind of remind you of Mike Thomas from the Saints out of Ohio State. Can't guard Mike. All when he healthy, he always open. So probably gonna be his comp, but I think he a little bit more shiftier than Mike. He a little bit more shiftier than Mike. He kind of got he had a lot of yak yardage. So when he get the ball, he run with a lot of toughness. He got that burst. Um, he break tackles too. So you're getting a good yak receiver too. He just ain't gonna be at the sticks, catch and fall down as a possession receiver. He gonna pull some opposing shirts with him. He run with power, play with power, quickness. So he just ain't gonna fall down. He nimble, quick enough, very quick to me. When he get the ball and he find a way to get yak yards. So he's not gonna blow past you, but he kind of remind you like Golden Tate. Golden Tate break a lot of tackles with his elusiveness. He kind of break a lot of tackles with his power, and he pretty quick when he get the ball, so he can be elusive. So I said before, good possession receiver, man. I mean, a receiver that get downfield too, and you gotta have a quarterback that it just ain't timid. You gotta have a quarterback that's one that's gonna throw him open. Back shoulder throws, throw it up for him to get it. You got a quarterback that needs him to be open for him to throw the ball. He's not the receiver for you. You got to throw him open or give him a chance and trust him. And like I said in the scouting report, he turned 50-50 balls into 730 balls. Kind of give you that Calvin Johnson jump over your head and go get it type of approach. But you look also what he done in his 8 games that there. 9 catches versus Arizona, 81 yards, 2 TDs. 15 catches versus Notre Dame, set 171 yards. That's a premier program. 16 catches versus Utah, who really dominated Oregon, 162 yards, 1 TD. 9 catches versus Colorado, 130, 1 touchdown. All this pretty much done from the outside. 10 catches versus Oregon State, 165. Washington State, 13 catches, 170, 2 touchdowns. Stanford only caught 4 balls, 68 yards, 1 TD. And then his last game, San Jose State, 12 catches, 137 yards, 0 touchdowns. So he was on an amazing pace to be the best receiver, um, to be the best receiver. He was the best receiver in college football. So on an amazing pace. So like I said, impressive film. Wouldn't mind the Lions taking them. Obviously they would have to get somebody to really get downfield. Other than Josh Reynolds, somebody that could really take the top off the field. You kind of prefer the speed. That's where the league is going at. But Josh Reynolds at 6'3", him at 6'4", Hawkinson was 6'5", 6'6". They give you a lot of big body receivers. Amara Rod working underneath. He ain't even short either. He's 6'1". You know what I'm saying? So you got, that's kind of diverse because Josh Reynolds can get down the field, So you probably be looking for like that Khalif Raymond or that speedster guy. Like maybe you pick up Marquise got Goodwin, Godwin, and then let him, run there. But yeah, I think the receiving core is diverse enough now. I see they first choice as far as receiver they're looking for. Probably not. You're probably looking at the Ohio State boys. George Pickens pretty fast. It's got the speed in big. But one thing about Drake London, dude, you match up nightmare. You get into the red zone with Reynolds, Mara, Hawkinson, Swift out the backfield, and Drake London, man. Who you gonna double? Who you gonna triple? One-on-ones, jump balls become easier. Run lanes become wider with them out there. So, yeah, really good wide receiver, man, and won't mind having him. You know what I'm saying? Good. He had 120 targets, 8 drops. Not really concerned when you throw that many balls. You're gonna have drops. You're gonna have errors. So, really good receiver. Um, like I said, I'm not concerned about him not blocking really good in the blocking game and nothing like that. Him being that big and not blocking that good. That's kind of like a little bit of a concern, but I ain't gonna hold it against him, man. Really good receiver, man. Shifty, fast, athletic. I mean, I would say pretty shifty for his size. I might say he's the most shifty guy. He a lefty for those who love lefties. But when he get that ball in his hand, he able to go. He able to give you the yak too. So he ain't no possession receiver that catch and just fall down. He gonna give you some yak too, bro. So like I say, he played basketball. So baller. You know, definitely give you an imposing big pass catching core, bro. Him, Hawkinson, Reynolds, Ma Ra around 6 foot. Ma Ra, that's his boy. They love each other, so I'm pretty sure Ma can put him in good. Where he might last a 30-second with the broken ankle, but if you do, you happy that you're there. I prefer Pickens a little bit more, yeah, but he a little bit stronger built than Pickens. Pickens give you a little bit more explosion at 195, but he what I say 220, 219. So real physical, Brandon Marshall type, Mike Thomas type, but he got more of a burst, more yak than those guys. So yeah, let me know what you think about Drake London. I love him. Wouldn't mind having him on the Lions. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notification. We'll live drop video. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. That's what to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase chance of notification. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.